President and CEO of Advance Auto Parts. Tom, you cite inflation as providing some headwinds. How are you feeling inflation? Is it in the goods you buy from manufacturers and resell? Are you not able to pass along price increases? Is it from labor? Where's it coming from?
Hey, well, good afternoon, Tyler. It's great to be back on. It's really across the board. We have commodity inflation on the products that we sell. You're seeing wage inflation in our stores and in our distribution centers, and obviously in the traffic and freight line. But the great news is, we've been able to deal with that, and we once again expanded our margins pretty significantly, our gross margins by 240 basis points in the third quarter. And we've been pretty successful offsetting those inflationary trends with some of our internal initiatives, which we're very excited about.
What are I was just going to ask you, what are those internal initiatives? In other words, how do you expand margins if your costs for labor, for content or product are rising and shipping?
Well, we have a pretty unique situation here at Advance. There's a couple of things. First of all, in terms of our own brand penetration or private label, we've been very successful at making transitions. We acquired the DieHard brand about a year and a half ago. It's been incredibly successful for us. We've been able to reduce our discounts in the battery category because of DieHard. And then more recently, we've been expanding our CarQuest brand into a couple of key categories, such as steering and suspension and engine management. And very, very focused on making sure we've got high quality product coming in. And so our customers really like the quality of the product. It's OE quality product, but it comes at a much lower cost to us, and we're able to expand margins. So some of the inflation we're offsetting is unique to us and based on our own internal initiatives.
Tom, the market seems to be giving a vote of confidence to EVs being the future of transportation. And we know some of the leading automakers are trying to get parts per car down to like 100 from, I think, about 10,000 for a nice vehicle. So, I know that 90% of cars on the road are still going to create, big demand for Advance Auto. But tell me how you think the business is going to evolve as the EV trend picks up steam.
Well, this is an exciting time to be in the automotive sector, as you say, Kelly. I mean, we've got a lot of activity going on. There's been a lot of technology changes that have happened over the years. And this is another one. And, we intend to fully adapt to this change over time. We've got a great brand called DieHard, which we feel can play a role. There's a lot of things on an electric vehicle that we still sell today. They all have brakes. They all have wipers. They all need to be washed. But we will be evolving and repositioning our company over time to take advantage of this trend because we have the scale to do that.
What is growing faster for you right now? The do-it-yourself person who's doing upgrades to their car at home, or the professional segment, which I guess probably took a bit of a dip during the pandemic and has come back?
Yeah, no, that's exactly right. The professional segment is growing faster. And we did expect that this year as people start to get back to work. They're driving their children back to school. People are getting back on airplanes and
yes.
General.
I'm doing all three of those. You
exactly.
get the trifecta there.
Exactly. So the more that happens, the more you're going to see that professional segment grow. It tends to be, the higher income segment of our society. And gradually that's coming back differentially, I would say, in different parts of the country, but it's coming back. But I have to say, we've been really pleased with the resiliency of the DIY segment. I think there are some behaviors that have stuck longer than we might have expected. People detailing their own car, people who potentially bought a car because they're fearful of mass transit. Obviously, the trend the difficulty in getting new vehicles has helped our business as well, as you mentioned, in terms of aging the fleet. So it's just a very robust time for our industry, and both DIFM and DIY are growing.